morning everyone. Welcome to online classes. In this class, we shall calculate interest on drawings by three different dates itself by including a single question itself. That means beginning of the month, the partner withdrawn end of the month, the partner withdrawn middle of the month. During that time, by clubbing the three dates they are given means how to calculate the interest on drawings, that we have to calculate it in this class. Let's come to one question. So calculate interest on drawings. Calculate interest on drawings of Mr. Vinay at 8% per annum under average period method. He withdrawn rupees 2000. He withdrawn rupees 2000. Three options they are given. Option A, in the beginning of month. Option B, in the middle of the month. Option C, in the end of the month. Beginning of the month, end of the month, and also up to 31st March 2020. So this is the question they are given. Why? We have to calculate the interest on drawings of Mr. Vinay by following three steps only: in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and also end of the month for the year ending up to they are given 31st March 2020. That means accounting year we have to assume accounting year should be begins on 1st April 2019 is the opening date and ending date is 31st March 2020. This is the information which is available. With the help of this information, we have to calculate interest on drawing by three options: option A, option B, option C. If he withdrawn the option A, how much of interest has to pay? If he is withdrawn option B, how much of interest has to pay? If he is withdrawn option C, how much of interest has to pay by the partner to the company? Let's come to the solution. So first write down the heading: calculation of interest of drawings of Mr. Vinay, whose interest we are going to calculate means Mr. Vinay's interest we have to calculate. How to calculate? By following three steps. Step number 1. What it will say is calculation of average period. This is step number 1, calculation of average period. How to calculate the average period? It is having one formula. Average period is equal long period plus short period divided by 2. Long period plus short period divided by 2. Now, so for option A, first option, if he is withdrawn in the beginning of the month, so we have to calculate the average period, that is, so beginning means April. April to March we will get 12 months is the long period, plus short period 30 days is the short period divided by 2. Therefore 13 divided by 2. So we will get average period. Now the average period is equal 6.5. Average period is 6.5. This is step number 1 for case number 1. Let's come to step 2. Step 2. Calculation of total drawings. Calculation of total drawings. Total drawings is equal amount of drawings into number of months. So in this question, total drawings is rupees 2000 into number of months they are not given, so 1 year information is given, so we have to multiply with 12 months. Therefore 12 2s are 24, as it is 3 zeros we have to carry forward. Total drawings is equal 24,000 for the beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Total drawings is common value, so 24,000. This is step number 2. Let's come to step 3. Calculation of interest. Therefore, how to calculate interest means interest on drawings is equal to total drawings into rate into average period into 1 divided by 12. So 1 by 12 is the common value we have to get. Now implement the formula. Interest on drawings we don't know. Total drawings we know that is we have to calculate in the step number 2, that is 24,000. Rate of interest which is available in our question, that is 8%, into average period we have to calculate in the step number 1, that is 6.5, into 1 divided by 12. Therefore interest on drawings is equal, we have to simplify in this one, we will get the answer 1040. So interest on drawings, if the partner withdrawn in the case number 1, we have to calculate like this manner. So this is for first case. Like this manner we have to move to remaining 2 cases, case number 2 and case number 3. So same thing we have to continue. Let's come to case number 2. So during that time, case number 2, we have to calculate remaining first step and third step will be changes. Step number 2 is common for all cases. So case number 2, in the middle of month, if a partner withdrawn in the middle of the month, how the interest is calculated. So what is the average period? What is the interest that we have to analyze? So here also we have to calculate the calculation of interest on drawings of Mr. Vinay. Step number 1, calculation of average period. The same formula is continued. Average period is equal long period plus short period divided by 2. So here the information is given for 12 months information, that means 1 year information. In that 1 year, he is withdrawing middle of the month, means the first month 15 days is countless. Therefore, the long duration is 11.5 plus short period. Out of the 1 year, in the first month, how many days we have to consider means 15 days. That 15 days means 0.5. We should consider 0.5. For 15 days, we should consider 0.5. By adding these two, and we should divide it by 2 means we will get one value that will be considered as average period. Average period is equal 11.5 plus 0.5. 12 divided by 2, that is average period is 6 months. Average period we have to get 6 months, we have to get the average period. This is step number 1. Let's move to the step number 2. Step number 2, it is always says that, so calculation of total drawings. Total drawings is equal amount of drawings into number of months. If a partner withdrawn beginning of the month, end of the month or middle of the month, the duration information they are given for 1 year information, so we should consider 12 months will be considered as a total number of months. 2000 into 12, we will get 24,000. So whenever it may be he is withdrawn, but the duration is ended for 1 year means the number of outstanding months we should consider 12 months only. Therefore 2000 into 12, we will get 24,000. So step number 2 we have to get. Let's come to step number 3. So calculation of interest. So interest is equal, interest on drawings is equal total drawings into rate into average period into 1 divided by 12. This is the formula. Now we have to implement the formula. Interest on drawing we don't know is equal total product, we have to know that in the step number 2 itself, 24,000 into rate of interest is 8%, this is common value, into average period. Now the average period will be changes, that is 6. In the beginning means 6.5, in the middle means we have to get 6 only. So therefore, so 6 into 1 divided by 12. So by simplifying this, we will get the interest on drawings. So interest on drawings, is equal, so while simplifying this one, we have to get 960 is the interest on drawings in the case number 2. Like this manner, we have to move to case number 3. So may not middle, now is withdrawing end of the month. End of the month. So now also some situation will be changes. Interest on drawing. So step number 1, calculation of average period. Average period is equal long period plus short period divided by 2. Now the partner has withdrawn end of the month. Out of the 12 months, he is withdrawing every month ending date. Therefore, some dates is countable, some dates is the countless. Therefore, we have to calculate the average period. So average period is equal, long period is 11 plus short period is 0 divided by 2, because 1st April at the he has withdrawn means that month is countable. 15th April he should be withdrawn means that 15 days is countable. but he withdrawn last date of that month, means that month is countless. Out of 12 months, 1 month is not considered. So remaining how many months will be there? 11 months. Short period, the first month we won't consider, that will become 0 divided by 2. Therefore 11 divided by 2, average period is 5.5. It will be considered as average period. Average period is equal 5.5. This is step number 1. Step number 2, as it is again common value will be there. Calculation of total drawings. Total drawings is equal amount of drawings into number of months. So here number of months, 12 months we should consider. Value is fixed value is withdrawn rupees 2000. Therefore total drawings is 24,000. The step number 2 is common. Let's come to step number 3. Calculation of interest. Interest on drawings is equal total drawings into rate into average period into 1 divided by 12. Therefore interest on drawings we don't know. In the case number 3, how much of interest we don't know, but total drawings we know that is 24,000. Rate of interest is fixed, that is 8% per annum, into average period. We have to calculate step number 1, that is 5.5. We have to implement instead of 6, 5.5 into 1 divided by 12. This is the common value we have to get. While simplifying this one, we have to get one value, that is 880 rupees. In this manner, we have to calculate interest on drawing by 3 cases. Case number 1, case number 2, case number 3. If it is withdrawn at the beginning, the rate of interest is differ. If it is withdrawn in the middle of the month, interest rate is differ. Suppose he withdrawn at the end of the month, then also the rate of interest will be changes. Not rate of interest will fix it, but the interest amount will be changes. Like this manner we have to calculate interest on drawing.